Hello everyone, welcome to Kamadhenu Law Academy. Today we are going to discuss on the subject contract 2, chapter 2, the finder of the goods. Are bailees explain? Okay, so finder of goods. In contract law, a finder of goods is an individual who discovers a lost or abandoned property belonging to any other party or decides to take possession of it. Okay, suppose you are walking in a park, you have left it by mistake, or you lost it. Okay, someone finds it. Okay, he is considered as bailee. Okay, according to section 71 of Indian Contract Act, a person who finds goods belonging to any other party and takes them into his custody, he is subject to same responsibility as a bailee. What are the responsibilities of bailer and bailee? We have seen he will be same held liable. Okay, his responsibilities are same as bailee. Provisions of finder in Indian Contract Act. So which all sections under Indian Contract Act speaks about the finder? Okay, section 71. As per the section, the finder of the goods has the right to retain the goods or property until the lawful owner compensate the finder for any expenses incurred in preserving the goods. The finder may also have a lien over the property for such expenses. So, for preserving the goods, if the finder has paid some amount or did some expenses, then he'll be paid. Okay, 168. This section imposes a duty on the finder to make reasonable efforts to find the true owner and return the property to them. Failure to do so may result in legal consequences for them. I have received the good, but I didn't make any effort to search the owner. That will be a legal consequence. Okay, what are the rights of the finder of the goods? Right of possession. The finder of the goods has no right to sue the owner of the goods for compensation. He has no right to sue for compensation. Owner has come, he has received the goods and he did not compensate. That doesn't mean the bailee or the finder can go and file suit. He should not file suit. He cannot file suit. Okay, incurred by him for the preservation of goods. If the owner has specified any specific reward for the reward of return of goods, the finder can sue for such type of reward and may retain the possession of the goods until it is received. So you might have seen in your newspapers and all, they will put the post that I have lost my dog. If somebody finds it and gives, I will give them 10,000. You found the dog and gave it to them. You are in the process of giving to them and they didn't give you money back, or they didn't compensate you or anything like that, then you can sue. Otherwise, no. Okay, or you can keep the goods until they give you compensation. Right to sell. 169 mentions that the finder of the goods has also been given the right to sell the goods under certain circumstances. This right is guaranteed in following conditions. Okay, he can sell also. In which condition? If the owner of the goods cannot be found or he refuses to pay the lawful charges, when the good is in danger and its perishable value like fruits, vegetables, anything like that. Okay. Then duties of the goods. Finder of goods. What are his duties? His duties is to take reasonable care. Okay. If a person finds some lost or abandoned goods, he does not become the owner of the goods. The finder becomes special kind of bailee, which has to take care of the lost or abandoned goods found by him until the owner of the goods is found. Thus, he possesses some duties towards the goods he possesses. Okay, until the owner is found, he should also that goods should be taken care. No, he'll also be responsible for certain things. Okay, the first one is duty to take care, reasonable care for of goods. According to section 155, the finder of the goods shall take such a care of the goods as a prudent and reasonable man. Okay, normal person, how he'll take some care of the goods, like that he should take care of it, or it's of his own. According to the section 152, the finder of the goods is not responsible for any damage or deterioration of the goods if he has taken reasonable care according to section 155. If there is any damage in the goods, whatever is mentioned in 155, 152 says that the person, the bailee or the finder of the goods is not liable. Okay. Okay, duty not to make unauthorized use of goods. According to section 153, the contract of bailment is voidable from the end of the owner if the finder of the goods make an unauthorized use of the goods. According to section 154, if the finder of the goods make any use of the goods which is not according to the terms of the bailment, the finder of the goods is supposed to make compensation to the owner of the goods. If it is not authorized for you to use, you cannot use it. Duty not to mix the goods. Okay. According to section 155, if the finder of the goods with the consent of the owner mix the goods of the owner with his own goods, they shall have an interest in the respective shares from the produced mixture. Okay. If they both the owner and the finder of the goods mingle together and say mix the goods, then they are responsible for their respective shares. Okay. According to section 156, when the goods are mixed by the finder of the goods without the consent of the owner, such goods can be separated. They will have an interest in the respective shares for the procedure, but the finder will have to bear the cost of separation. According to 157, if the mixture is such that which cannot be separated, then the finder has to bear the cost of any losses incurred by the owner. Duty to return goods. 160 of Indian Contract Act says that it is the duty of the finder of the goods to return the goods found by him to the true owner as per the directions given by him before the expiration of the period. According to 161, if by the default of the finder of the goods are not returned on time, he is responsible for the loss of the goods by him on time. Lien of finder of goods. The lien of finder of goods is a legal right guaranteed to the finder of the goods who discovers and takes possession of the lost or abandoned property that does not belong to him. This lien allows the finder to retain possession of the found property until they are compensated for the expenses incurred in preserving the goods, and in some cases, what will happen is, for any reward that may have been promised for the return of the property to its rightful owner, the lien of the finder of the goods is a form of security interest that ensures finder's claim to reimburse it, prioritized over others who may claim ownership of the property. Overall, to see the whole thing, the lien of a finder of goods serves as a mechanism to protect finders who take reasonable responsibility for the lost or abandoned property, ensuring that they are compensated for their efforts, expenses, while preserving the rights of the true owner to reclaim their property if they can establish ownership. Now we will see with the decided case so that it will be helpful for us to understand what it is. Okay. In the case of Gopal Das versus Thakur Das, the High Court reviewed the possession of the concept of agent's lien. The agent was the firm for the commissions of agent who brought some goods or commodities for the principals who were under their control. Even the principals applied the monetary requirement for buying the goods or commodities, but at some other time the agent spent the money from his own pocket for his own end. Therefore, the agent sold the goods and the principal to recover his due amount he gained. Thank you. Please do subscribe for Kamadhenu Law Academy. Thank you.